Hi all. We at Hunter Business School have decided we wanted to start spotlighting some of our teachers and faculty, as well as all of our students that are out in the field right now, doing amazing work. So we wanted to start with, of course, the owner and president of Hunter Business School, and why this is all possible. So I'm here with Jay Fun, and I have a few questions for him. Our three questions that we wanted to ask was, what's your favorite hobby outside of Hunter?
Well, sometimes I try to go riding every day with my neighbor. We get up around 6:30. We get out at 6:30 and we do about an hour's worth of bicycling around the neighborhoods. So
Wow.
that's our push to get our day going.
Okay. And Jay, if you can travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Well, I think last year my wife and we did a trip down the Colorado River for 8 days, and that was really a little bit out of character for me. And on the fourth day of this trip, it was an 8-day trip. I told the guide, there were 30 of us all together in 3 different rafts. I told him I'd give him $10,000 if he could get me out of here. Laughed at me, and we continued on for another 4 days. So I think there are a lot of beautiful places on the continent of the United States to visit. So that's what
Awesome. And lastly, what do you love most about Hunter Business School?
okay, let me get back to Hunter again. Hunter has really been my life for the past 22 years. The most rewarding part of it is working with the staff, the faculty, and the students. They're all give you a tremendous amount of field of success. I always tell people at orientations or at graduation that, life for all of us have never been really easy. I know for myself, I've flunked out of college, I flunked out of graduate school, I went on to an advanced degree and I flunked out of that. And each time I flunked out, I learned a little bit more about how I should do things differently. And I think that people at Hunter also are people that have not had always the best success, but have always gotten up. And the old saying is, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up and what you've learned from getting up. So at graduations, when we see, the hundreds of people come to graduation, their smiles are saying, you know what, I'm up. And the most rewarding feeling is seeing them crossing uh, the podiums and saying, yes, I'm one of you guys, I've been successful. And that's the best thing about Hunter.
Thanks, Jay. Do you have any parting words, with everything going on with the pandemic, to our students or to the healthcare workers that are our graduates?
Yeah. Nobody knows the future. All we know is that it's going to be more time that we're going to be self-quarantining ourselves and staying inside, learning how to adapt. In the papers you read about how each room has now been a different type of a room now, where one used to be a living room. Now it's a classroom and a living room and maybe a camp out room for nights for our kids. People don't understand that our students are uh, head of households with children sometimes with, that they have to do more juggling than they used to be. And I commend them for doing that. And once they get out of this situation, we all get out of this situation together. When we go for a job interview, they'll always say, what did you do during this time period? And the most important part is that you were doing something productive. It's very easy in this time period just to sit around and say, oh, woe's me, and I don't know how to do anything. I can't do anything about this, bah, 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 bah. But reality is you've done something. You've pushed yourself, you've gotten help and support from our staff to keep on going, to become successful, graduate, and get into that new career. So things will be better for you.
Awesome.
Almost a guarantee.
Thanks, Jay.